Alright, we're back.
Dungeon 1.
Level 1. It's
Yeah.
referred to as levels in this game.
Yeah,
Later,
I think
it's
people...
dungeons, temples, whatever. It's all the same thing.
Yeah.
And up first in our dungeon enemies, we have stall forces. What?
I'm just...
Did I get that wrong? Are they not called stall forces?
I just know a lot of the Zelda enemies ends with oaths. Maybe it is. It probably is almost.
But to right and left, we get 2 keys.
Mm-hmm.
And up here is a locked with more stall forces. And this shouldn't be hard since we have the white sword. And the red ring. Not red ring, blue ring. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And 6 hearts. So this one should not be... Like even the boss is very, very easy.
It's only
There's a trick. It's
only...
not really a trick, it's just something you can do that just makes it like the fight lasts like 3 seconds. Over here, and there's a thing where when you're in dungeons, you run into this caves with some old man with fire. I'll tell you secrets. And don't strike them because that happens. Just don't.
Yeah,
You just don't want that. And also, you will push this boulder. Keep in mind, you cannot push these boulders if these 3 little Hershey squirt drops things are still alive. You cannot put all enemies on screen have to be dead for you to push any blocks or boulders. Anything. And of course, that you see that thing over there. It looks like a reskin of the map of the letter we have, which it is. But this is actually the map, which shows us the layout of the entire dungeon. And we won't go up because if we head right, that's going to keep us going to the boss. And let's try to show off the entire dungeon. Here we got something called moblins. Right? Goblins.
No, I think they're
Moblins?
not. No,
Moblin?
no. I don't even think it's even close to anything like that. I think they're
Gol-
probably like Gorias.
Goblins?
No, Gorias like Goriya or something like that.
Gloria.
Yeah, something like that. Now there is a room in here where you can obtain the boomerang from one of these guys.
You have to fight like 5 of them though.
Yeah.
Right here is basically our
Our bow.
first dungeon item.
Yeah, the bow. But we need to go with arrows.
Which costs 80 rubies to get the arrow weapon. But in the Legend of Zelda, the original, for you to shoot an arrow, it costs 1 ruby. So you need rubies to shoot arrows. So that's why you want to kind of, if you plan on using arrows, if you like using them, they're good range, make sure you have a lot of rubies. Oh, this is the room. I thought you fought 5. This is, you only fight 3. Maybe I'm thinking of where you get the upgraded version of the boomerang. The magical boomerang. I think it's called magic in this game.
Yeah, this is the first game in the series, early translation.
The thing is kind of slow on its return. The range is not that far, but if we get the upgrade, it'll be much better. You can throw it diagonally, and it stuns enemies. And that's it. It doesn't do any damage. It just stuns. And right here is actually the boss. And the trick is, you can defeat this boss with only 2 bombs. And that's it. I've got his name. I don't know what the boss name is.
Aquamentus.
Alright, and we get a first shard of the Triforce.
Triforce of Wisdom.
Wisdom. I thought it was courage.
Well, I don't think courage has been... it hasn't... At least it hasn't been named in this game yet. But we are collecting the 8 pieces of the Triforce of Wisdom.
I thought only got the Triforce of Courage.
Yeah, he does, but the Triforce of Courage is never mentioned until Zelda 2. In this game, I think only Triforce of Wisdom and Power is only mentioned here. Courage doesn't show up until the next game.
But that was the first dungeon.
So, are we ready to head to the next dungeon now?
Yes, that's exactly where we're heading.
Alright, we're actually going to get through this pretty fast. Because, it's only, for a first dungeon, it took no more than 5 minutes to get through.
It's not hard.
But, worse to say on the other ones, though, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, I hate 5. It's the worst.
Well, we'll get to 5 later. Right now, we're heading to 2.
Yes. Which I do not know the location for.
It is at
Nope, I got it. Nope, I don't actually, but
it's in the forest.
which I am in. I'm pretty sure. It's in Lost Woods.
No, I think you're going backwards.
No.
I think it's on to the right.
Yeah. Alright, hang on back here. Go up. I just made a complete circle, but shh. Let's take me to dungeon 1. Okay, you know what? Let's just take the upward path this time. And up here is actually a fairy fountain, if you need it. Which I don't. It's up there. It's a fairy fountain, which I don't need it, but if you do, you can get it. Let me kill these blue tektites. Over here.
Beyond your right, I think.
Right.
Yeah, head right.
Yeah. Don't remember. Right here.
Another secret to everybody. And it's only 10.
Well, that one's kind of obvious, I guess. I should also mention that I'm bad at this game, so.
I think you head up on the left. And you take another left. Well, you got as many bombs, and I think you head up the staircase.
Alright.
I believe so.
We take these octa rocks down. Shoot, not too hard because there's only one hit with the white sword. And dungeon 2 or level 2. And if you notice, each dungeon the color changes. I think previous was like a green.
Yeah, kind of a grayish, bluish kind of color. This one here is complete blue.
It looks good. I guess. There's these things.
They're called ropes in this game.
Ropes. Yeah, I told you what they were. I think so. I don't remember. I hit them because when you get in their line of sight, they charge right at you.
Yeah.
Which it's not too hard, but if there's a whole lot of them, it can be annoying. But stopwatch just makes them a lot easier.
It seems like fire is a good weapon too to have. If you don't have the what's the word I'm looking for?
Upgraded sword?
Yeah, the upgraded
White
beams,
sword.
the sword beam or something like
like
that.
a range or something?
Yeah.
But like it only goes like 1 to 2 blocks away from Link's current position.
True, but it's still good.
And you
to
can
have.
only use it once. See, like I use it again, and I'm hitting it again. I can't use it once per screen. So. There you go. And these things.
Once again. There's more of them. But you got your health back. I believe the map is to the right. Yep, there we are. The map. Good thing to have. Now there is a compass, I think, right underneath the room, but I think you might need bombs. Yeah. And then you got the compass, which allows you to show whatever items you haven't done yet.
A compass?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
shows you the location of the Triforce shard.
Yeah, I think it kind of shows you off the item in the dungeon as well.
No. It just tells you where the end goal is basically at. Anyways, because sometimes they don't charge. They just walk past you like nothing, and sometimes they just get in your side.
Mm-hmm.
They don't charge immediately. They wait like 1 second, then they charge, and that throws you off. I don't like it. Right here we got the blue versions of those things, which once you defeat all 3 of them, you get the magical boomerang, the upgraded version, which is basically blue.
Which is what, doubles damage or something like that?
No.
Goes a little farther than the original?
The speed, I believe, is increased.
And it looks like it goes all the way to the...
Yeah, it goes all the way from one side of the screen to the other.
And you can multi-shot it, or could you do that too with the original?
Oh, like what?
Because we didn't have it for very long, you didn't show up very long to kind of notice the difference.
I think the only difference is that it moves faster, it goes farther, and it might stun enemies much longer than what, like, this one, because that's what the boomerang does, it stuns enemies. But it might stun them just a little bit longer. Which, there's, of course, Keys, which is actually, I believe, the only enemy that the boomerang can defeat. Everything else it just stuns. Like that.
Just kind of puts them in place so it makes it easier to get them.
You can throw it, you throw at an angle. But that's not the dungeon item here, I believe. Something else.
No, I think that is the dungeon item.
That's kind of dumb.
It's just the upgraded boomerang, and you get some more bombs, which is should be a hint. Dodongo dislikes smoke, which is, I think, if you haven't got the bombs for whatever reason, this is probably where you get the bombs initially.
No.
If you didn't get it, somehow randomly get them between now and to the second dungeon. Because here's the thing about the original Zelda, you can actually tackle any dungeon that you want. Really.
Not the fourth, you have to beat the third to get the fourth.
It gives you the option to go anywhere.
Right here, after you defeat all enemies, you get bombs. I believe you only get 4 of them.
Right now you can only cap out at 8, but there are some upgrades you can do, right?
Best part, can't wait to put bombs into Dodongos.
Mm-hmm. Bombs and Dodongo.
And the way things, you get right in front of them, and then you just throw a bomb. 2 bombs always take them down.
And that's it from
The
there.
trick is, once you get one, like the animation of when he's swallowing the, wait like 1 second, like until like his body like kind of swells up a little bit. Then place the second one. Then immediately after he finished swallowing, or the bomb explodes, he'll immediately swallow the next one. And it's much easier. It's more kind of timing it, but once you get it down, it's easy. The only problem with the Dongos is running out of bombs.
Well, that's Dungeon 2.
Yes.
So we're going to Dungeon 3 now?
Yes.
Alrighty.
You know, just to make this much easier, I'm gonna do the start. But like every time you start, you notice you always start with 3 hearts. But there's actually a fairy fountain, a fairy right there, which you can grab items with a boomerang. Oh, well, no. Alright, but you can grab items with boomerang. Like that. But yeah, there is a fairy fountain not too far from Dungeon 3, so if you want to get there fast, just kind of save and reload the file. Actually, have to go the opposite way towards Dungeon 3 first. Get the fairy fountain, which is right here, which I believe we have already shown. Right?
I believe so. If
And
not,
part one.
there's more than one area of fairy fountains.
There's
It's
like
not just
3.
one, so.
I think there's like 3.
So
entire
if we
game.
did show it off, it might have been somewhere else. But, you know, just in case. Yeah, we'll show it off again if we already did.
Here's Dungeon 3. Not that far. Oh wait, do we want to end the episode or are we still doing?
Nah, let's go. Let's keep on going.
Only what, 15 minutes in? 16?
Something like that. We'll keep on going. We'll do Dungeon 3 and that'll be it.
Dungeon 3 is actually just a little bit long.
It is.
Than the other two.
It's the Manji dungeon.
Yes, which is a Japanese symbol of peace.
Yep.
Oh, good. My
Dark
favorite
Knights.
enemy.
Yeah, Dark Knights.
Well, okay, these ones are not that bad.
It's the blue ones. Is
The
probably
blue ones
good.
are harder. A lot of people say that the blue ones are actually easier because they're easier to predict their pattern, where red ones are like completely random.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, since they do have a pattern, like it's easier to predict the pattern, it's still annoying. Because red ones don't try to immediately. Because the thing is, they have shields, dark nuts.
Yeah. So you have to get
You have to hit them from the side or the back.
Or the back. Yeah.
But every time you blue dark nuts, you go to hit them from the side or the back, they will immediately turn their front to you, so you immediately do no damage. But since you're stuck in the animation from the sword, because you can't really move immediately, you tend to get hit, and that just keeps happening. It's very annoying. So, plus they have a lot more health, so it's very annoying. And then, well, I'll just say that it's just I hate them. See? The red one does that too, like that, but not as much as the blue ones. It's because since they're random, they're not consistently doing the same pattern. So they don't constantly do that thing where they constantly just immediately dodge your attack or block your attack, and you do no damage and they do damage to you.
It does seem like it's a difficulty curve too, because it's like they kind of throw a whole lot at you right off the bat, just for you to try to take care of.
See, that's why I like it. It's just, oh, here's this. Go do it. You get nothing. You don't get nothing how they work. You just complete it because we say you do.
To me, I think it would have been alright if they just gave you one for a boss or something like they did with the Dongos, to let you know that's not the only Dongos that we're going to run into. But they'll start out. You start out one as a boss or at least a mini boss or something like that. Then they keep on increasing it. Here, they kind of keep on increasing it, like from the first, you fought like 3 of them first, and then jump to 5 and jump to 8 or something.
Yeah. And here's
Something like
the
that.
second most annoying enemies in the entire game, Bubbles. They do no damage to you, but they jinx you and prevent you from using your sword.
Yeah.
And at this moment, I believe it's the only item that lets you do damage other than a candle. There's only one use per room, and bombs. It's very annoying when they pair them with dark nuts, because the only way you can damage a dark nut is with your sword. And if you get hit by the bubbles and they jinx you, then you can't do damage with dark nuts. But I don't think they do actually pair dark nuts and bubbles.
I think if you head up, it's the map.
So, but they're annoying. The most annoying will run until probably the 7. I don't know what these called. These shoes are that different.
Might be blobs.
Blobs. Okay.
No, they are called,
Yes, I did. I did get the sword.
Yep.
But Jay's telling you that he's saying you should definitely have 5 hearts.
By now,
if you get the heart,
let you know to go get it now.
Because it's Dungeon 3, if you get the hearts from the other 2, you should have 5.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you skip them. But, you know.
Yes.
I need this.
We
Just
know.
sit through the text.
We know.
Go,
What,
go.
you didn't get the map?
No. Where's the map?
I'm pretty sure this is where you're supposed to get the map.
I don't think I went down.
Oh no,
I
it's to
did.
the right of you. I'm sorry.
3 dark nuts.
Yeah, these
Red
are the,
dark nuts.
I think these are the first 3 you fought when you came in here.
You sure? I don't think they respawn.
I think after a while, if you haven't come back after a while.
They might.
I think this is. Yes. All right. I just. Oh yeah, it's literally right next to the.
And nope. 3. These aren't hard with. They take 2 hits with the white sword. With the wood sword, I have no idea how many. Probably like 3 or 4.
I got a question though. If you can see it through the map, can you blow up walls to go right next door, or is it just on some in particular cases that you can't?
You can't. Sometimes, but not every wall. If there's a room next to you,
Yeah.
you can't always blow them up to enter it. But most likely you can. If they don't, then that means you're not meant to go
Or they just like.
that room yet. You're meant to get there through a certain way. The game wanted you.
Because here, I figured this was the boss room right here.
The best way to defeat that is with bombs.
And that's it. That is level 3. Yeah, we're actually kind of getting through this pretty quickly.
Yes.
Alrighty, so
End it off right here.
yeah, we'll end this session right here real quick. So let's call kind of just goose sauce for a little bit. That's gonna be it for now. See y'all later.